Hello everyone, in today's Premiere Pro tutorial, I will be breaking down this reel. So all the assets that I used in this video are available in the description below. So make sure to like and subscribe the video. Let's get started. So I will be breaking down this video, this one. So if we see at the start, our first animation, there will be a character there, then this will be shape. So first thing I will do, I will just double click. So it will be here the reference video, and now I will just simply hit new item. I will go in color mate, and the width will be 1080, the height will be 19 by 20, as we are creating a real size video. And then I will drag it to the right side, and then I can click it to okay, and I will bring this to the timeline like this will be our background. Now the background is created, we will just simply create this one. So how to do that? First I will just simply go in this section, and I will hold alt to choose ellipse tool. Then I will just simply move back right here, and I can just simply create a shape layer like this. So this will be our shape. Now we need to copy colors from this original video, so I will make sure this layer is selected. I will go to properties, and in the fill section I will change its color to this, so it will give us this look. And now we need to just simply sorry, if we see here, if we bring, I have to bring in this character image. So I will move, and I will bring in this character right here. I can go to effects controls, and now I will make it bigger, and it will be around to something like this. Sorry, it will just simply move right here, and we want to crop it from the bottom. So I will just go to properties, and from the bottom I will just simply crop it to something like this. Now what I will do, I will go to effects control, I will choose this mask, circular one, and I will just simply drag it like this to this extent. I think this will be okay here, and I will just simply increase the mask feather of it, so it will give us this look. This is perfect now, and we have to create this glow or anything like that. So I will just simply select this again, and I will just simply select the background as well, and I will just simply make sure to create a mask around this like here. And now if I increase the mask feather, it will look something like this. I think this isn't looking good, so let's adjust this. I think this is looking better now. Or what I can do, I can just simply delete this mask. We will just simply go with this original one. So this is the character, and this is done. Now we need to animate the character. So I will add a position keyframe and bring this forward, and now I will just simply bring it like this, so it will give us this animation right here. If we go in the mask, I will just simply expand the mask like this. So this isn't looking this was looking a bit bad, so so this will be adjusted. So this is the animation. Now I will select both of these keyframes, and I can just simply ease in. So once there's a reason, I can just simply go to the graph section, and I will adjust the graph to something like this. So I think this is okay. Now next animation is the text animation. So if we see the text animation at every, so this is a simple text animation. I will add this text layer, and I will type in at. So our text is done, and now we have to edit the text. So I will just simply double click on it, go to properties, and in this section I will choose a different font. For this one I will choose Arial like this, and if we see, I think this is looking cool, and I will decrease the font size like this. Now if we see, our last position of this text will be somewhere around, sorry, we have to, I will just simply make it like this. This will be our last position of the text. So let's animate it. To animate it, I will add a position keyframe, and I will just simply bring it like approximately here, and I will bring the layers to also here. So now once this is here, I will just simply make it like this. So once the character animates, it will also show up there. So now I will select both of these keyframes, and I can just simply ease in them. And in the graph section, I will adjust the graph to something like this. I think this is perfect now. Then we have this location text. So let's create that. I will just simply copy this, and I will just make it like this. I will disable the position keyframe like this. Now what I will do, I can just simply first bring it down, and now I will go to properties. I will select this text, and I will rename it to location. like this. And so this will be a bold font, so first I will select it, and in this Arial font I will just go with bold, and we can just simply increase the font size to whatever length we want to. Now once this is increased, I will have to just simply place it. So if we place it, it will be looking to something like here. Now we have to also animate this as well, so I will add a position keyframe. I will bring this forward as our final position, and at the start I will just simply make it slightly to this side, and now I will just simply ease in it. And now if we see the animation, this will properly appear, sorry. So let's adjust the final position. So I think it will be approximately here, then it will just simply move to the other side, sorry. So if we see, it will be looking like this. The graph, there is nothing to edit in the graph, so I will not simply if we see now, there is will be a slight animation. I think this is okay. I can bring the I can bring this keyframe forward, and now add every, and now I will just simply add every location. So I think this is perfect. Now we need to just simply do this animation, this one. Now let's do that. So first one, I will just simply bring in this image to the timeline. You will find all the images in the description below. So this is the image right here. I will go to effects controls, and I will just simply make it smaller. I will double click on it, and I will place it beside his shoulder. I think this will be perfect. And for that, we can also bring in some guides to the timeline. If we so I will bring in some guides like this, and I will bring it like here. So we have to just simply make sure the placements are right. So this is right here, and then we have the location one. So I will also bring the location one right here, and I can go to effects controls. I will make it smaller, and I can just simply go with this, make it more smaller, just to just simply place it. So the placement is the key here in this animation. So as you can see, these two are ready, and then we have to just simply go with the other ones. So I will just simply bring in one more guide right here. If we see in the original video, it's above the head or something like here. I think this is perfect. I will copy this location one. I can double click on it, and I can just simply place it like this. And then we have this one, the salad. And if we see this one, I will just simply first bring it to the timeline, and then I can animate these layers together later. So this is right here. I will go to effects control. First I will make it smaller, and I will just simply place it like this. I think this is right good here. Now once this is done, the last one, the burger one, I will just simply bring in that to the timeline. I will just simply move it like this, and now I can go to effects controls, and I will just simply make it smaller, and I will place it like this. So this is how we can place this. So once these are placed, let's animate it. So I will just simply make this smaller as well. Now if we see in this, we have this image first, this one. So let's animate it. So the key to animating is the anchor point. This is the anchor point, and you can see the guides are done. So I will just simply make sure to disable them so that we have a good view. So this is the anchor point. I will make it like this. I will add a scale keyframe, bring this forward as our final position, and I will make the scale to 0. So it will give us this animation. I can select both of these keyframes, ease in them like this. This is perfect. And now we have to do this. So what I will do, I will just simply make sure to first arrange these lines. So I will just select these two. I will bring them upwards, bring them down. Then we have this one, so I will bring them down right here. Then we have this, so I will just simply bring this down, and this will be the last one. So we have something to carry on. So this is the second one. I will add a scale keyframe here as well, and make sure I will just simply make sure to make the length of them accurate. So this is the anchor point. I will make we have to just simply click it and then move the anchor point. So I will move the anchor point here, and I will make this to 0. And as usual, I can just simply ease in we have to do. So this is done. So you can see it will give us this animation. Now I will move to the third layer. I will do the same with this. So first I will add scale keyframes for everyone, for this layer 2 as well. And now at the start I will make it to 0, and I can just simply ease in them right here. And for this one too, at the start it will be 0, and now again I will just simply ease in them. And for this one too, I will make it to 0, and then we can just simply ease in this whole frame like this. So you can see this will just simply move, but we have to do that one by one. So I will just simply go to the starting layer. I will just simply move it like this, and then I will just simply drag. Sorry, we have to move back, and I will just simply drag it like this. Then I will drag the other one here, drag the other one here, and drag the last one here. So they will just simply animate one by one. You can see the animation. This is pretty much smooth. So this is done. Now moving forward, we have to create this whole animation. So this is pretty much simple. We have to set up this. So to set up, if we see, there is no animation in between, I think. No. So once these are done, I will just simply go at this length, and I will cut every layer except our background, and we will delete this right here. Then this is the frame. So if we see the frame, we have to create a box as well. So first I will just simply go back to my rectangle tool, and I will just create a rectangle around this length. I think this is perfect. If we see the original video, okay, I will go to properties, I will delete the fill, enable the stroke, and I will make the stroke color to black. And if we see, I think the 4 stroke length is perfect. And now we have to create divide it into 4 parts. So let's do that. And for that, I will just simply use the pen tool, and I will hold shift, and we will just simply move this right here. I think this is perfect. Now we will just simply again do this. Sorry. Then this is done. Make sure no layer is selected. I will just simply again choose the pen tool, and we will just simply create again line like this. Now I will just make sure to do that again. We will have 4 lines to divide them. So I will just simply select the pen tool again. I will hold shift, and we will create this line again. And as usual, I will repeat the last process again. So select the pen tool, and I think this will be okay. So the lines are good. Now we can just simply adjust them. And one thing I wanted to do is to make this to 2. I think these are perfect on 2 length, the stroke size. And for every layer we have to do that one by one. And for the last one too, I can just simply make it to 2. So one is behind this one, so I will make it to 2 as well. So I think this is perfect. Now if we see, it is like this. So first I will just simply bring all of these layers here, and if we select any of the layer, for example it's this, so we can always adjust it like this. I think now this is looking cooler. Now we can always just make it smaller, because I created an expression. So now we have to add the text. So let's add the text. First we will just move here, and then there will be text will be 200. Sorry, 200. And I can just simply select it, go to properties, scroll down. First I will change the fill color to black, and I will decrease the font size to something like this, and let's place it right here. I think this is okay now. Now I will make a copy of this again. I will bring this approximately down like this, and if we see, it will be 150. It's okay. Now I will make a copy of it again, and I will just simply bring it like this. There will be 100 here. It's done. Now I will make another copy. Sorry, we have to just hold Alt to make a copy, and then we will have 50. So let's drag it down right here, and I will just simply edit it to 50 like this. So this is 50, so I will just simply change its position, and now at last we will have 0. So I will just simply make it like this. I will double click on it, I will delete 5, and let's just place it like this. So this is done. And then we can also add this text, and then flipping text, you can do that. Now what I will be showing you is to create this animation, this moving upwards, and this will be, there will be line. So this line will convert into a dotted line. So let's do that. But before that, what I will do, I will just simply make all of these text into a nested sequence, so that we have a bit of space. And if we see the 100 line, this one, sorry, not this one, I will make sure no layer is selected. If we see, what's the 100 one, this one. So the 100 one is approximately this layer. So I will not select this, and I will select every other layer of it. But before that, I will just simply go in their opacities, and I will make the opacity to 50. Sorry, not this one. These lines, I will make the opacity to 50 right here. and for this one too I will make the opacity to 50, and for this line too as well I will make the opacity to 50, and for the last one too opacity will be go back to 50. So I will enable this line now, so need to animate it. So we have to create this circle, also I will select this and I will create a shape like here. We can always adjust these shapes to according to our need. Now I will go to properties. I will just simply go to the original video like this, and so it will be like here, and we have to copy this color. So I will select this graphic, go to properties, enable fill, disable stroke. I will make this, and this color is ready. Now what we can do, 2 to 3 things. I can just simply select it, and we can also make it opacity low like this, so this will also work. So I will just simply bring it like there. This is right now good, perfect. Now let's animate this. So for that I will just simply select pen tool, and I will make a random mask around this layer like this. I will make the mask feather to 0 because it will disturb our animation. I will set up a mask path keyframe, bring this forward. Now we need to animate it from bottom to upwards. So let's just simply drag this mask downwards like this, and for this side just simply drag it to the bottom like this. We have, if you want, you can also zoom it in. So I think this is perfect. I think this is okay. And now if we play the animation, it will give us this look. And now we can just simply make this for part to make the animation slower. I think this is okay, and make sure the mask feather is 0. Now once it reaches here, we have to create a dotted circle. So dotted line. So I will just simply make it a line at a text layer, and I will type in dashes instead of the words. These are too much, so I think this is perfect here. And I will just simply zoom it in our screen, and I will make it like this. What I can do, I can delete one more line, and I think this is okay now, perfect. So I think it is fully being animated at this point like this. So I will bring the line here, and if we see, I will just simply go to the opacity section, and at the start I will make the opacity to 0, and it will be 100 again. And now at this point I will make the opacity to 50, 50. And now I will copy these both keyframes, and I will paste it further apart like this. So this will give us this flicker effect like this. So this is perfect, and now we can just simply go. So this animation is done. You can always just simply select all of these layers, nest them, and we can make the size of this whole animation smaller like this. Now if we move forward, we have this animation. So let's cut all of these layers because their work is done for now. I will delete all of these layers right here, and I can just simply drag it down. Now we need to bring in this briefcase image to the timeline like this, and I can just simply make it bigger. Now if we see the animation to this, text animations are pretty much same, but if we go this, so there will be a rotation animation. So I will just simply go to the anchor point is perfect. I will just simply add a rotation keyframe, and I will move forward, and I will just simply bring this like here. And now we can select both keyframes and pretty much ease in them, so it will give us this look. And if we see, there is this animation behind, so let's create that. So for that I will just simply select the ellipse tool, and I will hold Alt to make a perfect circle around it like this. And now I will just simply bring this upwards, bring this down, the circle will be behind. And then I will just simply move to the end point of this, so it will be a blue color. I will just simply go to the properties, on the graphic, and this, and I will change the fill color to this blue color. And if we move back, it will be looking like this, and I can adjust it pretty much here. Now if we go, I will have to animate it. So to animate it, I will just simply add an opacity keyframe, and at the start the opacity will be pretty much 30, and then if we move, it will be 0. And then I will just simply move again. I will just change it to 30 again like this, so it will give us this animation. We can always bring the keyframes further apart. Now we can copy this and paste it further like this, and whatever length you want, so it will give us this animation. So it is pretty much done. And the text animation, these are just simple, just like I showed you before. So that's all for today's tutorial. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. If you found it helpful, make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, take care and bye.